This one is for the person who is doing all the right things and still feels like something is just slightly off. You are working on yourself. You are saying the affirmations. You are setting the intentions. You are trying, genuinely, consistently with real effort, to build the life you want. And yet, something does not quite click. The results are slow, the breakthroughs come but do not stick. The energy feels effortful in a way that makes you wonder whether you are doing something fundamentally wrong. You are not doing anything wrong, but there may be a gap, a small, invisible, enormously consequential gap between what you are doing and what you actually believe. Because alignment is not about saying the right words. It is not about performing the right habits. It is about the three things working together: what you say, what you believe underneath what you say, and what you are prepared to actually receive. When those three are out of sync, even slightly, the work feels like pushing a door that is locked from the inside. Today, you align them. All three. Together. In the same 10 minutes. Sit still. Take a breath long enough to feel your body settle. And speak today not as someone going through the motions, but as someone in whom the saying, the believing, and the receiving are finally moving as one. As you read each line, notice whether you are saying it or believing it. The goal of this session is for those two things to become indistinguishable. Keep reading until they do. I am in alignment, not perfectly, not permanently, but right now, in this moment, my words and my beliefs and my readiness to receive are moving in the same direction. I release the gap between what I say I want and what I actually believe I am allowed to have. Alignment is not a destination. It is a practice, a daily, deliberate returning to the place where what I say and what I feel are the same thing. I choose to believe what I am saying, not as an intellectual exercise, but as a full-bodied, wholehearted commitment to the truth of every word. I release the habit of performing affirmations without inhabiting them, of speaking the words while a quieter voice underneath says yes, but. When my actions, my thoughts, and my energy all point in the same direction, the speed at which things move changes completely. I choose to close the gap between the life I am describing and the life I am living, one aligned decision at a time. I release every belief that is working against what I am building, the silent, subconscious counter-affirmations that undo the work the moment the session ends. Not just saying, believing, not just believing, receiving. All three. Right now, in this session, I choose to trust that alignment does not require perfection, that a genuine intention, sincerely held, is already a powerful force. I release the misalignment between how I speak about my life in public and how I speak about it when I am alone with my own thoughts. Every time I choose a thought that matches the life I want to live, I strengthen the signal. Every time I choose its opposite, I weaken it. I am choosing carefully today. I choose to believe, really believe, past the surface, into the body, that what I am building is real, it is coming, and I am worthy of it. I release the cycle of inspired action followed by quiet self-sabotage, the 2 steps forward, 1 step back pattern that has been extending my timeline unnecessarily. Alignment between my values and my daily choices is the most practical manifestation tool I have. I use it deliberately and consistently. I choose to speak about my life the way a believer would, not wishfully, not tentatively, but with the settled certainty of someone who knows what they are building. I release the tension between wanting things and believing I am allowed to have them. The tension is the block. The release is the alignment. I am not waiting to feel aligned before I act. I am acting in alignment and letting the feeling follow the decision. I choose to bring my full self into this practice, not the performing self, not the doubting self, but the self that genuinely, deeply wants this life and genuinely, deeply believes it is possible. I release every internal contradiction, every place where I say abundance and think scarcity, say confidence and feel fraud, say receive and immediately deflect. Aligned people are not people without doubt. They are people who have learned to act from their intention rather than their doubt when the two are in conflict. I choose to let my belief catch up with my words, and I give it permission to do so right now, in this session, without waiting for external evidence to lead the way. I release the misalignment between what I want for others and what I allow for myself, the generosity I extend outward that I withhold from my own life. I am aligned with abundance. I am aligned with love. I am aligned with the version of my life that I have been working toward. I say this, and I mean it. I choose consistency, the kind that shows up in the quiet moments, in the private decisions, in the thoughts I choose when nobody is watching. I release the version of this practice that has been theoretical, lived in sessions and forgotten in the spaces between them, and I bring it into every hour of my day. I am building a life in which what I say, what I believe, and what I receive are no longer three separate things. They are one continuous, aligned, unstoppable motion. I choose to close the gap today, not completely, not forever, but meaningfully, and to carry the alignment this session creates into every decision that follows. I release every residue of misalignment, every old belief, every inherited doubt, every contradictory thought, and I make room for the clean, clear, fully integrated version of my intention. I am aligned. I believe. I receive. These are not three separate steps. They are happening simultaneously, right now, in this breath. This is the moment where saying and believing and receiving all converge. Speak each manifestation from the deepest place of alignment you have access to right now. Not from the surface, from the center, from the part of you that already knows this is true. I manifest a life so completely aligned in its values, its choices, its energy, and its outcomes that every day feels like living proof of the work I have done. I manifest the complete closing of the gap between what I say I want and what I actually believe I am permitted to have. I manifest a belief system so congruent with my intentions that the subconscious countervoice loses its signal entirely and falls permanently silent. I manifest that alignment becomes my natural state, something I return to effortlessly after disruption, like a compass needle finding north. I manifest the specific breakthrough that has been delayed by misalignment, arriving now that the gap has been closed and the channel has been cleared. I manifest complete internal coherence, a life in which what I think, say, feel, and do all point in the same direction, all the time, without constant conscious effort. I manifest a relationship with this practice so genuine and so integrated that the transformation it creates is visible in every area of my life simultaneously. I manifest freedom from the performing without believing cycle, from going through the motions while the deeper work remains undone. I manifest that the results of my aligned action compound, that each day of genuine belief and genuine receiving builds on the last until the momentum becomes undeniable. I manifest a version of myself so aligned with my own truth that people around me feel the coherence, the sense of someone who is completely and unmistakably themselves. I manifest complete release from every internal contradiction that has been splitting my energy and slowing my progress. I manifest that believing and receiving become as natural to me as breathing, automatic, continuous, and completely unobstructed by the old habits of doubt. I manifest a daily life shaped entirely by aligned choices, where what I do with my time, my money, my energy, and my attention all reflects the life I am building. I manifest that this session becomes a turning point, the moment the practice stopped being something I do and became something I live. I manifest freedom from the misalignment between my public confidence and my private doubt, a closing of that gap so complete that the two versions of me become one. I manifest aligned relationships, connections with people who reflect my values, match my energy, and reinforce rather than undermine the beliefs I am building. I manifest a career path so aligned with my purpose that the work itself becomes the evidence, the daily, visible, undeniable proof of what happens when someone is fully in their lane. I manifest complete harmony between what I am asking for and what I am prepared to receive, so that nothing I call in is blocked by my own unconscious resistance on arrival. I manifest the specific financial outcome that alignment unlocks, the one that has been sitting just beyond the reach of effort alone, waiting for the belief to catch up. I manifest a version of this practice that survives the ordinary days, the uninspired ones, the distracted ones, and continues working even when the feeling is not present. I manifest that every seed of aligned intention I have planted in this session takes root immediately and begins producing outcomes I will be able to trace back to this exact moment. I manifest freedom from the timeline anxiety that has been making alignment feel urgent and therefore impossible, and the arrival of the patient, grounded certainty that what is aligned will arrive. I manifest a body that signals alignment, a felt sense of rightness in the decisions that match my values, and a felt sense of friction in the ones that do not. I manifest that saying, believing, and receiving collapse into a single unified act, that the separation between them disappears completely and permanently. I manifest a life that is the living result of sustained alignment, not one perfect decision, but 1,000 small congruent ones, compounding into something extraordinary. I manifest complete freedom from the noise, external and internal, that has been competing with my signal and diluting the clarity of what I am building. I manifest that what I have practiced in this session becomes the new baseline, that the aligned version of me is the one who shows up tomorrow and the day after and consistently from here. I manifest that every person who has been waiting for the aligned version of me, the opportunity, the relationship, the door, finds me now that I have finally arrived at myself. I manifest the fullness of the life I have been describing, arriving not in spite of the doubt I have had to move through, but because of the alignment I have chosen on the other side of it. I manifest everything I have spoken today, said, believed, and received, as one complete, unified, unstoppable arrival into the life that was always mine. If this session named the specific thing that has been making the work feel harder than it should, the gap between doing and believing, subscribe. Come back every day. Alignment is not achieved once. It is chosen repeatedly until it becomes automatic, like this video. Every like sends this session to someone who has been working hard and wondering why it has not been working. You could be the reason they find the missing piece today. In the comments, complete this sentence and mean every word. I align, I believe, I receive. My life is changing because I have decided it is. Write it as someone in whom all three are finally moving together. Because after this session, they are. Share this with someone who has been putting in the work without seeing the results they expected. Sometimes the missing ingredient is not more effort. It is alignment. Give them this. Alignment is quiet. It does not announce itself. It does not feel like a dramatic breakthrough. It feels like something settling, like the hum of a machine that has finally found the right gear, like the moment a knot releases and you did not realize how much energy was being spent on holding it. That is what happened in this session. Something settled. Carry that settledness into the rest of your day, into the decisions, into the conversations, into the quiet moments when the old doubts try to reinstate themselves. You are aligned. You believe. You are ready to receive. Go live from that place and watch what moves when everything inside you is finally pointing in the same direction.